Let's go back.
Everybody, move your body. Now do it. Here's something that's gonna make you move and groove. Hey DJ, keep playing that song all night, on and on and on. Everybody, move your body. Now do it. Here's something that's gonna make you move and groove. Hey DJ, keep playing that song all night, on and on and on. It's Friday night and the weekend's here. I need to unwind. Where's the party? Mr. DJ, DJ. I am ready to call my friends so we can all get down with the party. Hey, 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 Mr. DJ. Hey, Mr. DJ. You can get this started. Everybody's ready to party. All night, all night. All the girls are ready. So we can all get to it. We can party till the break of dawn. Oh, everybody, move your body. Now do it. Hear the song.
Yes, I had to stop that song, and I didn't want to stop that song. I was enjoying it randomly. Yeah, Thursday nights, 10 p.m. It's me. It's the meetup. What kind, everybody? Leanne Murugan, tag somebody. Francine, how you doing? Welcome. Carrie's local meetup. You can see there's Palisades behind me. Juliet, Oliver, Janine, Jay, Peterson. Do you want to carry on? Let's carry on with the song. I was enjoying the song. Let's finish up with the song.
What we're gonna do now is go back.
The song starts again. Yay. Real life.
Everybody, move your body. Now do it. Hear the song.
Bruh, the song takes me back. The song takes me back, bruh. Good evening, Annie Porter. Richelieu Bonwa. I like when you say my whole name. You know why? Because I miss those days when people used to say your whole name. People say your whole name in the bank. You know when you're going to do your official things, they come with the whole name. But I haven't. When someone says my whole name, it's either they want something, but you guys are you're just saying my whole name because you like my whole name. Am I in Durban? Yes, I am. So for those, I was struggling to get a signal, and I am officially I'm in a yard. You can see I'm in a yard. There's palisades behind me. Normally, there's a built-in cupboards behind me. None of that. There's a garage light. There's a yard. You hear dogs barking and coming around just now. I don't have Wi-Fi, but I'm I'm doing this thing where I'm using Wi-Fi. So I'm using Wi-Fi. So if you recognize the fence, then don't tell the people I'm using their Wi-Fi, but I'm using their Wi-Fi. Who's in the house tonight? I see Marcel Blair, bruh. Long time, cuz. You've been busy, my man, building the office there. Charlotte Smith, Riaz. What kind of I've never seen Riaz in the house. But anyway, welcome, Riaz. Yeah, bruh, that song that take me that Janae, hey Mr. DJ, yo, the gal, bruh. If you remember if you know you're old if you went to the gal, but the gal, bruh. I went to the beach the other day and I drove past the gal. Like I actually took a drive to look where the gal was, bruh. And the gal, tell you something. My cousins there, and we used to go to the car right as lighties, and there was in our family there's a lot of boys, 10 boys, and we would go. So myself, literally 10 of us, and my aunts used to come there to look after us. You know what I mean? To make sure we're not doing anything out of hand. But we used to still be there. We used to drink some buka. I don't know why we used to drink some buka, but we used to drink some buka there. And my auntie, she was obviously drinking herself, and she never noticed how we were rolling. So we used to run. My one cousin was mun. You know, there's always a one cousin that's mun. He was also our age, but he was mun. Like we were still there. We on the floor. That time it was CC Peniston. You know, CC Peniston, all those numbers. We pursued the CC Peniston. You know, I've been hit by your love for the very first time. We carrying on. My cousin, he's also our age, but he doesn't give a shit. You come there with a glass filled with Sambuca red, Sambuca that black thing, like all that blue, all these things. And you come normal, bruh. Come to the dance floor, then it offers. The thing is, we like, hey, how, bro? He's like, hey, I'm not worried. It's a sip. Then all it's a sip. Then they go back to the point, come with a piri, and then all this to go home in the transport. So there's a taxi to pick us up. We all were in the transport. And we must all act like we weren't drinking in front of my auntie. But then I listened to this like genre. That was the vibes because in the transport, that was what I was playing. You know what I'm saying? So like that just takes me back to that time. Like the girl, bro. Like I remember coming out of the girl, I was still in school. I was like in standard 9 or something, and my teacher was inside there, bro. Miss Franks, and they always used to tell me about my one bro. You know that one bro that everybody always says, Dad, like you tell my parents, hey, you must stop mixing with that guy because that guy he's a bad influence and whatever. Only now when I think about it in retrospect, he was a little bit of a bad influence because him and I go to town on a normal regular Saturday. We go to town, we carry on in town. So Kelly's, if you're trying to think of who the cousin might be, it's Odin. Odin was the main one. So we go to town, me and my brother go to town, and then he says, let's go past the gal. I was like, okay, cool. We're just gonna go look, and then we're gonna jump in the taxi, we'll go back to the rank, we'll be out of there in no time. No flop, you go into this matinee. And if you ever been to the gal, the owner was EB, had one arm. That was a first, there's a culture shock now. There's a brat standing by the door, one arm looking menacing. He lets us in nonetheless. We go in there. Me and my Omi. We inside there. We're having a great time. We partying, whatever. But now we lost track of time. And then we end up coming out there now. Now we stuck for transport. It's dark. We from Newlands. The girl is there with a beachfront. We got no way of getting home. So me and this bra, we sitting outside the girl, right? We parking. They got those rings, not those windows, those circle windows. We sitting at the bottom of the circle. Bra, there comes my standard 9 maths teacher out the door. She sees us sitting over there. Hey, she looks over. She already knows in the class. We already got the delinquent status in the class. She comes out, she looks over, she says, what are you doing here? Hey, when you're in public and you still call a person miss, hey, miss, we 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 were in town and then we need transport, so we thought maybe transport will come from here. Except but the auntie she was very concerned. She's like, this is why you're but she started bringing up maths. She started talking about maths outside the show, and people are coming out. And the thing is, me, I was there, I was drinking it because now I only knew how to drink Sambuca. I didn't know any other drinks. I was drinking Sambuca inside it. You know that your teeth, you're like nigger balls, right? Well, colloquial, that's the wrong term nowadays. They were black balls. So we are drinking the nigger ball flavor. Our lips is black, they black and red, they all colors. Hey, auntie looks at us. She's like, "What you drinking?" I'm like, "No." Actually, this auntie now. This is yesterday. The Sunday, Monday, you have to go to school now. And the thing is now you must have done your homework. But we never do homework. She's like, "You see, there's certain people in this class here that don't take this thing seriously. They think that they can go out." Then I'm like, "How about you were also there? You big, you too big for there." so so welcome everybody. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, I'm sitting outside. This light is a light. It's a garage light. So that's why it's bright. You can see the bags. Those are from not sleeping. You can see I never have no haircut, no shave. This is my getting ready for a show look. When I'm getting ready for a show, I look like I don't get ready. I get ready. I go into like this thing where I don't do anything but get ready. So haircuts, shaving, all that takes a backseat. I'm gonna bring my guests in now. So you need to all give their hands of applause. You need to show them that you're here, right? My friend's wife said he must stop talking to me. This is something I think Karen Clayton. Where you from, cuz? To tell me where you from. I'm gonna bring the guests in. I'm sure this is a very good topic that we need to discuss. I'm gonna bring the guests in. I don't have the things ready, but let me see if I can play a song. Let me see a song. So both of them have been on the show before, so I'm gonna play a song. It goes like this. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the show. It's my homeboy who brought me to comedy in the first place. If it wasn't for him, I would still be at Blake and Associates as a marketing campaign manager doing cold calling. It's Carvin Coso, ladies and gents. Make some noise for Carvin. Steps in there. Let's see him. The song's not even playing. What is wrong with the song? Come on, song. There we go. The return of the man.
I'm on. Yeah.
You're right.
I'm alright. I'm good. I'm good.
I need to find a song for our next guest. I'm gonna play a song that I think will suit you proper because I'm just looking through it. I hadn't have time to set up. Like I said, I'm stealing Wi-Fi, so I had to set up quietly. And I'm gonna play a song that I think is good for him. I was like this as he comes in. It's ladies and gents, Andrew Hughes. Put him in, and here comes his song.
She's playing hard. She's playing hard to get. She's playing. She likes it. She's
Yes.
She likes
Yes.
it.
Yes. I love the trucks. Yes.
Guys.
Back in the time we used to use songs to try to throw up girls. Remember that shit there? We used to like you read the lyrics of the song and whatever. This was my number. She's playing hard to get, but she likes it.
So that was the one you played after you met up with a stiff, guys.
About 6 gates. 6 gates. Like a prison. Okay. You should know, okay, I see what's going on, yeah. She's playing.
Gents at kind.
Okay, where you in a nice sterile place there, Andrews, all white, in a hospital or something.
See, I'm playing. I'm where I'm staying. You check. That's why I don't want to move too much. The network is very bad, so I'm just appreciating the fact that I reached out. I don't want to over. You check.
Who's Adidas on top of the wardrobe there?
Hey, that was my Christmas clothes, guys, but don't fit me.
Your feet don't get fat. Even if you get very fat, I still got shoes from when I was 10. But Sabango still fit me. Your feet don't really get that fat.
No, some of us march around in shoes all day, and it's corn season now. Hey, just catching up, dog. So the weekend, hey, a slippers the best thing, bruh.
Richelieu, I need to tell you a gal story quickly. We can tell you about the gal. I got a gal story, right? Firstly, Andrew, remember the gal?
No. Chun, what's that?
All right. Even me, that's Richelieu's age. It's not our age. So, I don't know much about the gal. So, I was in Australia, in Brisbane. I might have checked one pally from the fields. And he took me to his posy. Hey, we're parking, he's driving. He says to me, you remember the gal? So I'm like, yeah, kind of. I heard about it. He says, do you know who owned it? I said, no, not really. He says, me. I said, what? He says, I was the owner of the gal. I sold it to Ibi. Pali was so proud. Like owning a Joel as a Prado. Prados who own Joels, bruh. They like tomatoes. Yeah, I own Xanadu.
Yeah. So he sold it to Ibi.
Yeah. The story is, I don't know who's listening here. He didn't actually sell it to Ibi. He was hustled out of it.
Yeah.
It's another story altogether.
Wow. I know. I
can see the fence. He knows where I am. He's down the road. He knows where I am.
I know about us getting kicked off the boats and cherries. I didn't know about us getting kicked out of owning jewels too. It's touchy, right?
You can't get kicked off a boat, you say. Who got kicked off a boat?
That's how they should tune. Maybe like if a cherry is just dollaring you just for the sake of dollaring you, because the owner's not the owner that she wants, he's not giving her attention, and then the hits you off the boat.
Oh,
So
out the game, like.
I thought Lavu because
Yeah.
like me, I would never go on a boat, like a physical boat. I never, like even Lavu, I never go on Lavu for the same thing because you know when flops happen, you have to have an exit. And Lavu, there's no exit, bruh. If me and you have to have a
That
prachi in on a boat, we have to wait to get to shore to sort out our prachi. Now you must
Hey,
snake. You must snake.
you've been on a ship. You've been on a cruise ship, Richelieu. So you know the isolation of being in a ship. Have you ever seen a pair on a ship?
Mm,
no.
Hey, I was on the ship. There's, I'm in the bottom. One calls me, Junior. Hey, your bras are pairing upstairs. I told what bras? Junior bras. I went upstairs. There's only two other brainos on the whole ship. These O's are they're doubling up. Yes,
only
what you gonna do to me? What you gonna do to me? Having a big man on the dance floor. Joel. I should know what happened. Did you know that Ode was being racist? He called that cherry a K. I shouldn't what that got to do with y'all? Why are the brainos getting involved? That's a black and white issue. Stay out of this. Brainos, this is not your fight. No, we had to come stand in Junior.
the two brainos are having arguments over this O calling another O.
They're pairing with the security and everything over a white and a black cherry over racist comments. I told my gents, I don't understand how y'all got involved here.
Because you know, brainos, we like to get involved. You know that thing we
Oh yeah.
never used to do that.
Yeah.
Never used to about standing in the queue and the charo choose. Hey, very, very. You know the one. As soon as they call the charo, it's an A. Very rude, that O. Very rude. But us, at moments when the O's gone, you just jump in, no dealings. Hey, straight in, cuz she's doing a job, he said. Like, bro, it's got nothing to do with you. You carry on your journey.
Except,
You,
you're not Soprano's other one of looking for trouble that don't concern him. Maybe he's watching us pairing. Then after that, he's tuning loud. Hey, if that was me,
That was me. Give hot
Hey.
ones.
me,
Annoyed
I was
boss.
buying 7, yeah. Maybe the one that you were supporting got dusted. Now you're hot, so now you also checking how can I stooks myself in this fight.
There's the classic. Have you always ever heard a Durban joke? I'm gonna call it a Durban joke because I've heard it from about 3 different people, so I don't know what it belongs to. But there's the Durban joke about this old buying fishing, and then the old parking in the front, and the police stops the old, and he's got all his bras in the cab, and the police stops him and looks, says, "Where's the license?" And the police slaps him. "What you driving around here with no license?" And the police finds to the passenger's door. And he says to the passenger, "Why down your window?" And the passenger, "Why not?" He slaps the passenger too. He says, "What you slapping me for?" Chun goes, "I know what's going to happen. You're going to drive there." Chun, "Hey, that was me." "Ah, no, it doesn't. Finish it." So now he's checking that doing nothing.
So
who's the 3 people that who's the 3
Oh,
people that,
dog. It was Segi Murugan. I don't know if Segi and Muttu are 2 different people. It was Segi, Muttu, and there was a 3rd person that did it. I thought, okay, this is a double joke. I can't tell who's the owner.
but you know what, I found that in Durban that's a common thing where premise gets taken and then it gets
It comes back.
Except I want you to ask like between the both of you that have ever
And the song is stuck there.
Hmm.
It's about to ask important question.
Look very important.
Yeah, even at stance he's in now, he's like, he's
Or
thinking about it. When he comes back, we don't know what he asked. We was just, yeah, no, it's true.
absolutely.
It's just true, he said. Yeah, it's true.
I hate when that happens.
You know, now he's
like,
tuning.
how-
Eh? See, he doesn't know. He's just tuning. He's thinking, I'll fatigue me now.
People, please, in the comments, just send airtime there. Just send.
How's it, Andrew?
no,
Welcome.
that's the network, yeah. I want you to tune
Yeah.
like from your loves that have been doing comedy for long. Like how common is it, bruh, for more than one comic to do the same jokes, bruh?
I'll tell you the best story about that. Back in the day, early days. I won't mention names because it's actually no one that was there.
This is a
Early
name.
days.
Name
No, no, no,
names.
no, no. I don't, there's one O involved. There's a Lako O. There's a Lako O from. Let's just say none of the people from Durban. They're all from Joburg. They're all Joburg comics.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you the joke. So I don't even think I was 2 months into comedy watching the show. And why there? Hey, I told this joke. He says, I was driving I came off onto the freeway off the off ramp. As I pulled off the off ramp, the police stopped me. Said, "Sir, do you know you were doing 120 kilometers per hour?" I said, "How is that possible? I was only on the road for 5 minutes." Hey, people are laughing. That. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. If eyes off, the host comes back on. So arriving in Durban, I came off the highway, and the police pulled me over, and they said, "Do you know you're traveling 120 kilometers per hour?" And I said, "How's that possible? I only rode for 5 minutes." Everyone's like looking at each other.
Like immediately.
Like immediately. Like that person's closing joke was that person's opening joke. You never get that. That's the ultimate. I was like, what is going on here?
Ultimate. But essentially, what was my ultimate? My ultimate was.
But they say, from you that was parking in the audience, who told it better, bruh? Who told it the first?
The owner told it first. The owner told it first.
It's your first time hearing it.
Hey.
No, I've seen it, bruh. I saw Ndumiso Lindy and I think it was Pops do a bit about dogs and naming a dog Sporty and like
that Warren Robertson wrote a whole piece about that.
Yeah, Warren Robertson wrote a piece, but I was there that night when that whole thing went down, and it was guys always did the same job. Like it was impossible, but it's like you could never know. They both couldn't have thought of so many details to the end of that pitch. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like that's a 3-liner, boom, boom, in, out. This was a story, bruh. It went on and on and on. And then I watched it, I was like, this is the same thing. The same thing. Like for me, I think the craziest shit I've seen in comedy is that Bali Tony, what's his name?
Tony the Wolf or something.
So Tony the Wolf was hosting Parkers, and he comes out and he
the wildest host ever.
You must do 15. You must do 15 off the top if you're the host, right? You do 15 to 20 or whatever, depending on your headliner. If the headliner wants more time, I used to normally chop back and give him. I'll do 10 up top and then give him 40 minutes. So however much you do, the next guy must dollar. And Tony the King came out. He did his first 15, whatever. Got the first act. Everything was dope. Act comes on. Have a break. After the break, doesn't this Bali come back and do the same 15, bruh? Bruh, the same 15 like new. What? Never do the same. Never do like but by mistake. The joke.
Was he drunk?
He was trying to be funny, but doing the same thing. But he wasn't. He was just going along, bruh. It took him 15 minutes, and he was like, "Wait, did I do this before?" And they were like, "Bruh, the whole thing, like he bit by bit by insert." Because always write the interactions, right?
Short.
Like personally, I've never written an interaction. Interactions are up. It's always never the same. I don't like. Oh, that was dope. Next time I see a slamo, I'm gonna say this about Muslims. I don't even do that. Yes, slamo in the scenario. If it works, it works. Next time, however it works, it works. So this Bali, some people write their interactions. So this Bali had his interactions preloaded. She's like, "Oh, so what do you do? Oh, you must be a plumber. Oh, okay, cool." And he does a plumbing joke and he does a deep joke. And people are like, and after a while, you're like, "No, wait, he's gonna do it." And then
he's going in.
And then he stops and he's like, did I do this before? No, one Pali was like, the whole thing, the whole thing. You did the whole thing. And for me, I was, after
Mm,
seeing it, I was cringing because every time I saw him doing it and starting the next bit, I was like, no, you don't even like. Because I also thought he was
mm.
joking.
Messing with us.
I'm like, this is funny. This is actually very funny. Pretend you didn't do all this before. It's funny. But as he kept going, I was like, and then he stops and he starts another bit, and it's still the same bit. I was like, no, the old age and the senile, what, it's time now. You must start taking his zinc and sleeping early.
I got one story for you. That's like it's similar. You remember that one lighty Andrew used to come to Next Gen. He was a rapper. Little something he used to call himself. Little anyway. He was like bad. And he used to do this. He used to do this thing in the middle of his joke. This is his first time. He said, "You're so poor, you can't pay attention." You know that line there, right? Like I think from when we were lighties, like
Was
the
it
teacher would
the
use it
with the yeah
with the
dreads cause
shorts. What was it, bra's name?
yeah
Little something.
Lil Wonder or something, Lil
Little
Wonder.
wonder, little wonder. And the old did the joke. Yeah, and so
Mm.
the old sits are struggling. So he does it. So poor, he can't pay attention. And the people are so shocked that they laugh. That he did
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of realizes, oh, that worked. So he does it little, and he drops the same joke again. So poor can't pay attention. So he starts,
But
he realizes that's the only joke that works. So he thinks, no, I must tell it again. It's like my daughter. My daughter will do the exact same thing. She'll hear a burn, and then my son will hit her with a burn. You're so desperate you can't do something, and then she'll come back with it. You so desperate you can't do something, and then she look at me.
yeah,
I'll be like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. It's like, but it worked the first time. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work when you say the same thing. Or she'll hit a lucky one, and then every time she sees me, she'll hit that same one again. I'm like, no, it's finished now. Move on.
Yeah. How old is your daughter?
She's 5.
I
These Mark's jokes. Yeah, she lives
grown
for the jokes.
who still do the exact same thing. They're like, oh, shit, that's funny. That was funny. I'm gonna say it again. Bruh, you are grown. Yeah. Leave it out, bruh. Leave it out. It's like, have you noticed how many, like I've noticed, like now during lockdown, and now we kind of we I wouldn't say we post, but we kind of getting out, right? Have you noticed how
Yeah,
many
feels it.
comedians there are, bruh? Is it not shocking
Yeah,
to you, bruh?
loads.
I'm like, so okay, maybe you were graphing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know where they all work. They're all working at, I don't know, Clicks, or I don't know, Mr. Price, or maybe they had actual jobs where they were qualified, and during lockdown maybe they couldn't get to work. Then they're like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dial a comedy. So like
Mm.
I'm seeing lineups of 7 to 9 people that I've never seen before, and that's now in a pandemic, bruh. Do like what do you think it is? Do you think they think that there's a easy way in, or is it a simple task? What do you attest that fluctuation of like influx of comedians? What do you think it is, bro?
I think, I don't know, Andrew's gone again. I think that
hey, bruh,
he's back, hasn't it?
it's the network, bruh. That's why I'm always taking leave from Radio of Color. I play here in the back kicks. Yeah, I'm even thinking of getting another
In the back.
router because the telecom's not working out here. But to answer your question, I think a lot of O's, if they post something and then they get a laugh on Facebook, maybe like twice, then the old checks, hey
I'm
man,
feeling
wait, let me guide this thing up
I'm
here.
ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm hot, man.
Netflix must
And
call
when you
me now.
parking, yeah, you parking for cherries too, and even women too, like they can be hectic sometimes because if a girl likes you, even if you try, she's gonna laugh, bro. That's a graph. And then you come
okay.
to the stage now.
So
No, bruh. I think there's an upswing in all entertainment. Not just comedy. There's all types of entertainers that just arrived, and people are bold now. People, the confidence is up. I don't know if this period of
Cobbs,
live streaming and going
Cobbs,
live on Facebook over the
do
pandemic
you
made
do you
people
do you
more
not think
confident.
that that can be influenced by, you know, like with this lockdown, we were indoors, and so always had more time on their hands or whatever.
I just said that. Like, are you Tony the King or what?
I don't know, bruh. I'm losing connection here. I just heard you tuning. There's an upswing.
I just said that. Are you Tony the King?
No, I never heard you, cuz I never heard you. I never heard you.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that this period of lockdown, a lot of people found themselves online and thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do this thing here. Also releasing numbers. Like me and y'all know how I feel. There's a big movement. The biggest movement in the colored music industry is in the over 50 category.
Bro,
Wait till all that.
The over 50
Yeah,
category, the colored
yeah,
music industry is on its way up. People must recognize.
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
play on the fact is because it takes so long to learn how to play an instrument. So we weren't privileged. We were privileged. You were privileged. You were going to start playing music early, but you only got to learn the guitar, the piano, the drums when you were 42. Then it took you 7 years to get the confidence enough to go live, and then you're like, okay, look here, I kill it, and then you got, bruh, nothing. There is no better feedback than a bunch of people, 40 people. That's a nice crowd. 40 people looking at you like this, yeah. And you're like, and then, and then, and then I took the bucket and I threw it on the lady. And then you're standing there like, you know what? And some people don't even notice that look. You know what I mean? They can't see it.
Oh, I
They
can
don't
see that look.
be like, oh no, this is not going well. They don't think that, bro. They just be like,
No, that I know that look.
you know what?
People, audiences are very good. They do that little frown where they like, we don't understand.
And the polite, not the polite laugh.
We
Nothing worse than
don't.
polite laugh, bro.
The little look forward. Like, hey, you, huh? You, check this out.
It was like, should they laugh? Oh, here comes the banger. Here comes the banger. And you know, I was laughing more when you're laughing more on stage than the people that are here watching.
Oh, supporting yourself.
You know you're in a struggle, but like, so like all of these dudes that are coming up randomly, like the thing is that you know I'm not one to stop anyway. I never, if somebody says I want to get on stage, I am the guy. I will make sure that you get on stage. I'm the guy. I don't slow. Neil Green, you know, him and I have had this thing for a long time. If someone phones Neil phones me, and he's like, "This is the guy you want to get on." We say, "Get on," but it's immediate feedback, bro. If you can't read that feedback, then you really need to.
I also can't read it. Those are my favorite shows, is when a comedian can't read the feedback because they just dig the hole deeper, and I'm just parking laughing, thinking, how are you gonna get out this hole? But where are you gonna go now? Which way? I'm like, hey, this is true education in comedy. Which way do you turn in this hole? I love a comedian in a hole.
You know what I love?
Hey, but I've been there, cuz it's not a nice place to be.
The reason for me is always the best when you're like, it's not my night.
Yeah.
Who's that? The music comedian will always be like, okay, it's time for another song.
yeah. Joel Harvey. He said Joel Harvey. You remember Joel Harvey? We did.
Yeah. I don't know.
We used to have at every show we used to make a person from the crowd come up and perform, right? And if they made the people laugh, at the next show we'd give them 5 minutes or something. And a couple of dudes came through. Like most of Laughing Stock kind of consisted of O's that came through and got 5 minutes. So fell off, and it would kind of rotate. It would rotate itself because comedy has a natural progression, right?
Marvin, Connie,
And
also.
Joel Harvey, bruh. Joel Harvey was like the worst because, like, every time he did it, and nobody laughed. He kept saying that was an airplane joke. It just flew straight. And he does another, and, and you just see where like this. Every time he does it, he's holding the mic in his hand, and he's like, whoosh, over. Like his whole step. And that was like literally the last time he did comedy. Like he could see what was going on because he kept going like shh. Every time he try. And the thing is, the man is, when you the thing is, I watch you. Your eyes, the eyes tell you a lot. When the person's and you're talking and you start shifting and you start looking around, look down, then I'm like, because you know that thing of how the brain works, like your positive thoughts or your thoughts you forgot are all hovering above your head. Because when you want to remember something, you look up. When you want to forget something, you look down. Like, okay, where's my 10 rand? You always look down because you forgot things are in the
Richelieu, let me tell you what's the most hurtful part. Maybe all that's happening to you, and there's somebody from the area where you live that's there in the crowd. Bro, there's one souls that are not just gonna let you get away with it, bro. That wasn't me parking with you on the weekend. The scaries did. I was tune you, hey, bro. I felt swag for you that night, dog. What were you trying out, you two? I don't know. Hey, bro. I was showing you. Why you never try sewing or something, cuz? Why do we prepare no lessons? This thing not for you. Some of them are just quick to tell you that this thing's not for you. They feel like that's their purpose on earth. I need to tune this off because everybody's scared to tell him. I want to tell him.
There's also that supportive. That supportive was the flop. That supportive. That's like, you know what, cuz you shouldn't have started with the one about about the cause. You should rather started with the one about the eggs and then went to the one about the cause. So that's where you kind of lost him. Like, yeah, I lost him with the cause. Like, bro, you didn't lose him with the cause. The whole thing, was an airplane joke.
Advice. Me, I don't smack advice like from people who can't tell jokes. Like, I can take advice from a comic, but a random person saying, "Not you must say yeah." I want to die. I don't know why people do it, bro. I think they're thinking. People also send jokes. I don't know if you always get like people send jokes. I don't know why they send jokes because like most comics actually don't like other people's jokes at all. Yeah. Like we don't want to see your jokes. We want our jokes only. And so when someone sends me a joke, I'm always like, why are you sending me this joke? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, I found fun comedy. Who I know will appreciate this. Hey, I know a comedian. Let me send it to you. He'll appreciate this. We don't appreciate it.
I understand someone sending me a joke that I can read and appreciate and laugh, right? I understand the sense of humor. But some always will send you a joke. They're like, hey, but listen, don't use this. Don't use this. Don't use this. But hey, what kind with the O's and the frozen? Then you're like, bro, I'm never gonna use it. I'm never gonna use it. Then they'll send you a WhatsApp like 2-3 days later. Remember what you're talking about the other day? Then you're like,
and also they say you maybe you could use this somewhere and you can put it somewhere in your thing, like you can put this somewhere in your
yeah, they smart that one.
You tell you one and you're like, and then like if I tell you a boring one and you're just like standing there. They say no, maybe somewhere you can put it somewhere. Me, because also it's awkward. Like when you're comic, people are their funniest version of themselves when they're in front of you. Like even if they're grumpy, when they're around a comedian, hey bro, they always their funniest version of themselves.
Why is that?
Because they think that that's what you appreciate. I'll tell you what happened to me. I write a company for a corporate event. So the CEO, this rich, they always bring out the CEO to greet you. Hi, that's the CEO. Now the CEO is a big comedian there in the company. Because when you have power, everyone laughs at your jokes, no matter how dry they are. And the CEOs and the cracking jokes there. Hey, people are up. Yeah. Let me understanding there. So when we clear, the marketing manager says to me, yo, why weren't you laughing at the CEO's jokes? I said, me, I don't work here. I don't have to laugh at no one's jokes. You all must laugh. Me, I don't have to laugh. I'm not going to see this man again.
It's like, because that's what they do. And that's what you're saying is the truth, because every single time, that's 100%. That's 100 every time. Like they always bring the Lani, and then the Lani always comes, and it's always like, okay. If it's
Telling his jokes.
like, oh, okay, nice to meet
Like,
you. Trying
nice
to
to
be
meet
so,
you.
and then he
Yeah,
comes.
like, this is awkward. I don't like walk around telling jokes. I just do it on stage, and then afterwards, I'm usually fighting with people. But on stage, I tell jokes.
Yeah.
So like,
About 3 weeks ago, right? So I went to do this thing. And it was at a company, but they have a production house, and it's legit. Like everything in that place is nice, right? They've got 3 soundproof booths. They've got like signed arts on the wall from like Stan Smith, like what Stan Lee, like Hulk gloves, and like they've got memorabilia everywhere, and they've got the company is made, and it's amazing, right? And so I'm there. But the Lani is this bra who's spunky. You know, spunky. I'm not here to see him. I'm here doing another thing. But it's so small. It's a small company that enough that they're all sitting in their little quad there. And he comes
sure.
with his Jägermeister. He's like, have a Jägermeister, have a Jägermeister.
Ik say, James, I'm gonna sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna call it. Ik say, I can't hear nothing here, bro.
We can hear you, but
Come back.
Huh?
Restart your device and come.
Wait, let me listen. That seems to be graphing. It's fine. Carry on, dear.
So this bra now, he's forcing me to drink these Jägermeisters, right? While I have I actually have a thing that I'm busy doing. So I said to him, no. So I have one of these things with him. Then I go into this meeting and I'm busy doing my thing. And then after the meeting, he's still there. Then he's like, all right, you finished now, so come. And we come. So we're drinking his Jägermeisters. I have a beer. So my plan is to have a beer and bounce. But now he's, those old that want to stay by you. Hey, why are you going? Why are you going? This is my going on. Bro, his pro comes there. He throws a partner. Then he throws like, hey, listen, we can put you on. Because we do voiceovers, we do sound, we do this, we do that. She's like, hey, we hooked up. We got X amount of money for this. We got 9. Hey, carrying on. Hey, so I say, hey, you know what? She says to me, who are you? I'm like, well, I'm a comedian. I'm like, yeah, but who are you? I'm like, what you did? Have you been on Comedy Central? No, it's coming with that style. I'm like, I've been on Comedy Central. I'm like, I won the roast battle a couple years ago. I've been whatever. Then she's like, oh, you can roast. She's like, roast me. You know that thing? Roast me. I said, no, I don't want to roast Auntie. And she's going on, roast me. I'm like, I don't want to roast you. I'm like, I spoke to your husband earlier on, and then there's potential for us to kind of do things.
roast me.
And now you're coming. Auntie she's calling people. And there's one brain mom's there, but me and this brain mom's weeds it up. So she's kind of trying to help me out. You know what I mean? She's like, no, man, don't. So I'm saying to her, just talk to her. Don't let me do this. Hey, brother, Auntie saying, no, the thing is me, I'll trust you if you roast me.
Unlock Andrew there, bro.
She said,
unlock Andrew. He's an unlocked player on the PlayStation.
He doesn't have a face. You need to buy him. Only 2 gold teeth.
Unlock him there.
No, that's a rapper. So, Auntie, they say this Auntie is going on, bro. I must roast her. Hey, then, I got sick and tired, right? So I said, hey, right,
I don't know what's going on here. Yeah.
You look like you need to be unlocked, bro.
Bruh, I don't know. I'm even thinking of understand by the aerial outside, but I don't know if that's gonna help.
But stand outside. We all
But I
outside.
know. You're outside.
If you reach level 5, you can have this player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on. Of course, if I'm now nagging me to go out now, I must roast her. Hey, then I said, you know what?
Let's do it.
It's fine. I'm gonna roast you. Now the thing is, roaster is Auntie, right? So I shouldn't, like I just went on her. You know what I mean? I'm like, you own this company. She's like, yeah. I'm like, are you? So what you think you're a millionaire? She said, oh, so many times over. I'm like, so why can't you afford Lepais?
Yo.
Bro, then I just went in on her. Because I looked at her toes, hammer time toes. Bro, nothing is. I like quarrying. Even if I'm not gonna quarry, you observe it to the point where if you start quarrying, I'm already packed because I just observe it's my personality is to look at you up and down. That's what I did. Yo, Brian, I hit her about 6 or she's like, give me 5. I hit her about 10. And then but then from then, they never phone me, bruh. You know what I mean? I supposed to do the voice overs and all that. I never get phoned back. She didn't tune her husband. Hey, that's always tuning about my toes, about my lips. She tuned A. She got. I asked how many children they got. She said I got 3. I said shoot it you. And then after this one, and then she's like, yo. Did she get your tube? And she was like, yo, it's just laughing. She was laughing, but I could see that in her heart. You know that the eyes, bro. The eyes don't lie.
She was embarrassed, yeah.
Yeah. You begged me. Like you literally begged me. Then after that, I finished my piano, I went home. But I was like, but like that's how people are. They don't trust you. You know what I mean? They don't trust it because like for me, I'm not switched on. For example, like I was saying this other day to my friend, like pops and poor pops, you switched on. Like Jamie Foxx, when you watch Jamie Foxx, I kind of use that as a like it's that kind of thing. He's always switched on. If you say something to him, he's got something funny to say, or if you put him in a thing, it's always something funny. For me, when people stand and we sit and we chat, and then they find out that I'm actually the MC at the event, they look at me and they're like, it can't be this guy. You know that thing?
It's not that funny.
Yeah, he's a normal guy. But then when I go on there, then I do what I need to do, which is host whatever.
The jokes.
Yes, it's good. I didn't expect that from you.
Yeah.
Yes, it's China. You just go like you're talking about like cars and exhaust pipes and but like when you meet
China. Did you
I'm
say
like,
China?
that's kind of how it is. You know what I mean? Like
You know,
enjoy
when I
that.
was in Asia, bro, I was having this conversation with these Asian O's, one to English O's, and I think one Canadian, bro, about why is Africa we are calling each other China. They could not wrap their head around why is that a thing. Like, is it how would we feel if we were like they're walking around saying, "Hey, this is Mazulu. Hello, Mazulu. This is Mapondo." But in Africa, we say China. Where does it come from? Why do we say China? Ma China.
Would you believe it or not? I googled that about a week ago. I was like, why do we say China? And like I couldn't find any like that's how weird. They say if someone had to get a hold of my Google history, I think they'd say like gold, bruh. Because I think of the most weirdest things. I'm like, but why?
Elephant dominatrix.
Like, why was on your one big toe? Why can't it go over one? Your 2 toes can be this side, your 3 can be that side. Who decided that day? Then I'm like, let me find this shit out. Then I get into a wormhole now. But now what happens is the algorithms start thinking that you're a toe. They think, no, this Brian he likes to.
Yeah.
They start spinning your toes.
Now everything you do becomes about that. But I go deep in like the most random things, but so I went into that whole even the China thing. I was like, why do we say China?
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird, man.
is it because there's
And
so
maybe
many?
someone in the comments knows.
Maybe because there's a lot of Chinese people. The odds of if you choose any race for someone to create, China might be the most.
No.
No, I don't think so, bro. Because
No,
that what China like started years ago, bro. I was still in school when people are calling one another China.
I'm sure it's before you were in school even. It's like a landmark school, and I'm sure even before that. Yeah, Andrew's doing that face there. It comes from black people.
What's that cab that they rang that small one? It wasn't even
Whatever. It's Darrow tuning us here. Oh, Jacko Valley. Like
Huh?
Machiavelli. Hey,
Nah,
Machiavelli.
but Mchana means that it's
Mchana.
colloquial, which is kind of more towards black
Machana.
people.
Yeah, it
Oh,
makes sense
Mjan.
actually. Mchana.
It
Yeah,
makes
makes sense.
sense.
Yeah, Daryl. Makes sense, my man. Mchana.
Mjana, Mjana.
Mchana.
That's
Yeah,
so
sure.
laka. Mjana,
Daryl gets the
Mjana.
award for most helpful comment of the day of the show. We didn't know there was awards. For those of you who are commenting or answering, we just came up with the awards. Daryl gets the award.
It's a new award coming out today for most helpful
Oh,
content.
yeah.
But Gabi says Mshana. But the thing is that would make sense if it was us, black people coming through, but it's white people who say we don't say China. Black people don't say China. It's
Hmm.
only Vito say China.
Yeah, but maybe the first Vito that heard it, he liked it, but then
Yeah,
he checked, no, let me just add some spices to it and let me roll with this thing.
so you think he mispronounced it?
But they also smart
Yeah,
pronouncing
maybe
Zulu
he
words.
thinks, but maybe he liked the sound of it.
Have you been talking for 51 minutes already, bruh? Is it
Two. The one,
what?
yeah.
Gee whiskers, bruh. You see, where did Gee whiskers come from? You see,
Gee
now
whiskers.
that's
I
where
think Gee whiskers is
Gee
actually like
whiskers.
a derivative of like Jesus. Anything with the G, like like people used to swear, like Jesus was like a swear, like not like Jesus, and people kind of like didn't want to say the Jesus things. They came up with all these other Gee whiskers, Gee like these like fudge,
Mm.
fudge.
Once Barry
Yeah,
Hilton is funny.
Barry Hilton, Marchanas. I love my cousin.
My cousin, she's more my cousin.
Chana.
But you know, my
He
funny,
also says China blue,
I
China.
was a lighty when I said uh holy macaroni. So I forgot my thing.
Holy mackerel.
And I said, hey, holy macaroni. Holy macaroni. I left my book and my father said, what did you say? I said, holy macaroni. Because that sounds that sounds very timid, bruh. He's like,
Yeah.
what you I'm like, I don't know. I've seen it on the movies, I heard it, and then holy macaroni. And it also rhymes. And then it's like, no, you swear,
Yeah.
let me think something on a holy level. I'm like,
Mm.
you see,
What?
like 8 or 9 years old. Like I've never forgot, but I was like, yes, that's deep. That's very deep. So I'm like, holy, like even up until today, like holy smokes. People like in the movie, like holy
Holy
smokes,
smoke.
holy macaroni. What's it? I don't know. Say it's holy mackerel.
Holy
Anything,
cow.
holy cow. But holy cow is okay. You understand
It's an
the
actual thing.
yeah the Hindus get upset if you say
That's
holy
like
cow.
saying Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Celeste,
Don't say that, man.
holy now. I also just give a shout out to Celeste. She offered me a yard when she found out that
Hola,
Celeste Cavender.
I didn't have space, and then Celeste said I can come use her yard, which is amazing. I haven't even met Celeste for real, so that's dope. So I'll meet her on Saturday. How's our tickets for Saturday, bruh? How are we looking for
no
Saturday?
idea. I never check.
Bruh, you've got too much confidence in yourself, bruh. You know,
Well, the confidence in all of us.
no, I'm that old that when you buy something or take a lot, or you buy something online, and then you play and you pay, and then it sends you a tracking number immediately. Like, where's it?
Is it left?
Are they packing? They're packing.
Ah.
It's left. Is it the truck? Where is it? It's on the truck. And that's how I am with tickets, bruh. Yo, that's
No,
it.
I never check.
Yeah, but Cobbs, don't you wanna check? Because I know that even in your post you did say that there's limited. I'm just worried about the numbers because is it gonna allow people? Is it capped at a certain number where people won't be able to book more than that?
Yeah, it's capped. So if you're watching the
if
show
it's
and you're
capped,
coming to the show, it's capped. I see any boat. Did they put any boat effect there, Rish?
And he said my drink is not getting finished.
huh?
But
Drink is not getting finished. Hey, any boater, I heard that you funny.
oh, you funny? Is she funny? Are you funny?
Hey, she's
No,
funny.
and people, I heard Annie's
She's funny,
funny.
bruh.
Corbin said you're funny. Bruh, it's
No,
amazing.
Yeah,
finish.
she's very
I
funny.
remember Annie from Newlands. Annie's from Newlands. I remember Annie from Newlands.
Oh, then I like you. I like anybody from
Yeah.
Newlands.
I watched a clip of her. She's doing it with Broro and Q Flow. It was
And
so
Q Flow.
serious. You know, there's a video of Andrew sent me a video of Pororo. And Pororo's like, yes. And then Q Flow is doing the voiceover. Yes, it's the Prince of Woodstock. Pororo, this week at Coup d'etat. He take on any. And then Pororo comes, yes. Any comedian. We in the lowdown. It's about to go down. Comedy showdown. Like, bruh, this old tuning is tuning. Any comedian can step to me. I said this is Dylan Tune, yo. I am jealous of the confidence. Oh, bruh. Bro's confidence, bruh. You.
Why you never said that shit to me, bruh? So
I'll send it to you.
Eddie
I think
will
I'm
come
stuck.
through on Saturday anyway. So all of you that are listening right now, there's 50 of you sitting over here. We're doing a show Saturday. If you don't know that, you know that now. We're doing a show Saturday. It's myself, it's Carvin, it's Andrew. Spencer asked me, which if you want to jump on, I always tell every comic, come through, and if there's space, we'll put you on. That's
As long as he doesn't wear Daryl shirts.
yeah, or come with Daryl. so
Hey,
so
Spencer.
if you want to come through. If you want to jump on, if there's space, you can jump on. But Carvin has proposed that we do a live meetup, which means we're going to sit kind of like this and we're going to have a conversation live in front of everybody else, which I think I have enough equipment to record, which I can record and we can post it. That's no flop. So if you're here in the thing and you're hanging out, pull-ins on Saturday, the tickets are 150. I don't market, but I'm marketing this now because the people that are sitting here or the people that are sitting here every week. So, and I've been trying to play Durban. The last time I played in Durban was 2019, the March 7th, the day the guy landed in Durban. You know that first guy that had the COVID, he landed in Durban. The day he landed, there's a day we did Bad Sensor. And that's the last time I played Durban. When I went back to Joburg, we went straight into lockdown, and it's been a couple of years. Ryan's in the house. I hope you got your tickets, Ryan. Okay, I know you're gonna come. Kirby Tuna must tell Daryl to show somewhere else. Daryl to show somewhere else. But I see Daryl's been jumping on. So any come through, I know you're coming through. So when you come through, if there's space, we play. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to play with Carvin. I haven't played with Carvin in ages, bro.
Hey, bro, it's been a while.
I haven't played with
One a year.
I haven't played with you in ages, Rish.
Bruh, it's gonna happen. Like I say, Carvin is the type of order that comes to my section. He performs 3 kilometers from where I stay. He doesn't even hit me with and say, well, I'm here.
Did you live 3 kilometers from the hotel?
I live 5 kilometers from that hotel, bruh.
And that hotel's a spot now. They're doing regular shows there.
Yeah, I'm part of the setup. So now I've amalgamated with that brother. So that's why it's easy for me to access what he's doing. And so we're busy. So all the things he's doing now, I'm involved with that. So we're working together.
Yeah, he did mention, he said so, that you're involved
So
in
that's
some of the projects.
I was coming to look at the room actually. Well, more you.
They changed the room.
Yeah, upstairs at Hotel Sky. I went to follow. It's a dope space, bro.
Yeah, it's more comedy space. Upstairs.
But I haven't seen you in such a long time. I just wanted to come check you out, bro. And just to see what's going on. What's Carvin talking about? Because you want to see.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to talk about SA home loans and things like that. So people are asking, hey, I'm coming to a show. You know about SA home loans? No, I'm not talking about SA home loans.
Now you got signal. Say you're at the end. Now you got Andrew signal out because you're at the end. Let me pull you.
I didn't know you could do that.
Hey, it's hard being a black man, dog. I won't lie.
What we're playing. Celeste, so I'm an MC comedian, so I speak on stage and I make jokes.
She knows that, man.
It's super. So on Saturday we playing. When I say playing, I mean we talking the shit, basically. That's what it is.
Hey, hey, Cynthia, that's a nice flag there.
Yeah.
Where's
How
that
they-
flag? Is that New Zealand?
Oh, how's it out there, mate? Where's that? Is that Australia or New Zealand? I can never tell. I never
I
know.
think it's New
Yeah.
Zealand.
It's New Zealand. That's where they got the Maoris.
Australians smack that thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Get
my old lady named tune like that. Hey, my lady's
Oh,
God.
yeah,
Richelieu's
bro.
au pair stay in Australia.
In the
Is
I don't know
it?
if he wants. Yeah, I don't know if he wants people to know that.
Bro,
I also got an uncle that plays there. Hey, bro, he only on a sue. Even when he comes here. Chune, if you slip on the stairs, you sue them. So you sue Kaitwe, you just sue this, sue that, check this so. No way you think
Easy money, make easy money.
Yeah.
they're leaving us out. Charlotte Smith said, leaving. What you mean you're leaving us out?
Oh, they Francine and them are in the States.
Oh, how are
In
you gonna?
America.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, hey.
He's saying he's gonna stream there, Francine, so you're gonna be able to see it. Richelieu, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm
You can
actually
record it or stream it.
put the conversation part afterwards. And when
Oh,
we
okay.
build that, if you can do it, I would stream. I don't care. But the thing is, for me personally, I'm literally doing brand new material, and that's what you know me. I write material for the show.
Brand
And
new. Look at my brand new. I'm a brand new.
it's never. I don't test material. My test is performing. So, so the thing is, if you're streaming, I'll be streaming shit that has never been seen, and then I'll work it from then. If it works, and I use it going forward, and I add things on whatever. But for me, it's like, because lockdown has been, I chill for lockdown, and then now I started writing, which has been a long time. So this weekend I'm coming with stuff that I've never tried. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be whatever, bro. Whatever happens, happens. That's how I approach it. So Andrew's eating me with the thing, eating me with the purse. No, you must have
Hey,
faith, bro.
brah, I don't know. Like, hey, brah, I don't know when was the road 6 I write like one at a time, you know? So, yeah. But anyway,
Bro,
I got a pin.
I write about 2, 3 in the morning, bruh. Like when I go into a writing space. So like maybe the past 2 or 3 weeks, I wake up like randomly at 2 in the morning, and a idea will be in my mind. I get up, I take my pen, I take my paper, and I start jotting. That's how I write, bruh. So that's what I'm saying. I've been writing. I don't write in the day. I don't write in my conscious form. I write when I'm very relaxed. Sometimes I'm sleeping. Sometimes I'm falling. Sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I'll get up, leave the room, and I'll go wake myself up by drinking tea or put on the lights, and I'll sit down and I'll write, bruh. And I write 5 or 6 ideas that carry through for like years afterwards. That's what happens with me, bruh.
Except, ever just been driving somewhere, bruh, and something just comes up and you feel like you can just pull over to the side in case you forget the thing.
That's what voice notes are for, bruh. That's what
Hey,
voice notes. That's what I do it for. Voice notes, bruh. I'll voice note it and then listen back to it, and you can decide.
Yeah, I also do that now. I voice note to this one brother that blocked me. I use it for that.
You need something to send a WhatsApp to that like you send a random WhatsApp and like, what's this? No, I just need to send it to make sure I save it.
Yeah. That's what I do, bro. The same thing.
It's got nothing to do with you.
2 people in a kumbi. One got a broken leg, one got a broken arm, and then the person's like, what is it?
He says he's all losing his mind because
Because it doesn't add up. It's not the whole story.
just save it, dude.
That's what I do, bro. Then I take a screenshot of that conversation, and then I access it later for writing purposes. But I'm here, bro. I'm here for another week. Let's sit and write, dog. If you're on the right side, we can sit and write. I'm easy with that.
Hey, bro, I don't write. I haven't written in like maybe 6, 7 years. So my process is completely different now. I don't actually have a book or anything. If something, I think of what happened that week sometimes, and I go up and I just tell it. I did sometimes. That's why my last show was called Live Stories, because the story that to tell the people before the show starts, look, nothing here is a joke. Some
I
of
watch
it you
it.
might laugh at.
I actually watched that show. I watched it twice, bro. I watched it through it.
I'm like, these are just the stories I'm telling, and then when the stories are finished, like maybe there's jokes. But I'm telling you before I start, yeah? There's no jokes here.
Yeah, because you know what I like about that show. You know, I watch it for it's
Flow.
total recall, bro.
Mm.
So that's kind of a kind of a thing that I don't I try to get into that thing. I don't try to get it. It's you either have it or you
We
don't have it.
tell the
Like,
whole thing as it was happening. Boom, boom, boom. This,
remember the
that.
first part, which is I did X, and then from then you can remember saw a guy, and then there's a guy with the red shirts, and this guy did X, Y, Z, and then that happened, that happened, that happened.
Is that called Total Recall?
That's what I watched it. But as I watched it again, and you're talking about the guy and punchlines, you my bra, but honestly, there was no punchlines. There was
no
some
punchlines there.
not even punchlines. They were just end of stories. You know what I mean? And then you start to the next.
Yeah, there's no punchlines in that whole show. That show is just that show is called Live Stories because when I first performed, you were there, Andrew. It was literally I literally went up and said, "There's no punchlines, no jokes here. It's just stories."
I've seen that even when
Yeah,
you
but
post
it was lacquer, bro. I won't lie.
Yeah, it's different,
I watch it for the storytelling.
It was different because even
big men writing.
I don't know, bro. The way that you wrote it, you're keeping people in suspense for you. Sort of the way that you did it when you're telling it, you kept people like waiting to hear what happens next, and it's like things of where you travel in countries that we haven't been to. So it's just things that we want to listen to, bro. You should check in. Hey, yeah, I never vied there in Thailand.
What was
Well, that's
what
how
was
they
the,
tune.
the last comment there, Rich?
Bottomless beer.
Rich got bottomless beer there.
Yeah,
Luzelle's also in New
Lozelle.
Zealand. Yeah, she's also in New Zealand.
But
Yeah.
but I did watch the thing a couple of times just because of storytelling. So I kind of gravitate towards things I find interesting. So
who's also a good storyteller with no punchlines is Joey Brasdin.
Yeah, but the thing is, the information is it's information heavy, bro.
He does write though. He tells his stories with written arcs and off ramps into another little. So you can understand this topic and then come back in. Huh?
Know that Joey writes. I always thought.
No, you think he knows all that stuff randomly? Maybe not writes. There's some elements of research into some of the things he says. Maybe it's whether it's casual or like not necessarily for a joke.
He's a nerd, bro. So he's a nerd.
Yeah, stored information.
Because for me, so let's talk about writing. Like when I become a nerd, when I walk into a stationery shop, bro. Yes, that's like no pencils. I have a mat set. Like when it comes to like stationery, I kill it, bro. I get in there. I got 4 or 5 notebooks, and I buy those top end notebooks. I buy middle spec notebooks. I buy ones that I can jot that are gonna.
It says there's no one after you, Richelieu? No.
No.
Oh,
this is the late show.
All right, sure. Are we parking here dry, Andrew? Hey, this is sipping. You're parking with the dry,
I'm
sipping
out
by
the
himself.
World Cup.
Oh, they're eating sweets in their pockets.
You're not the old school. You're not the old school that in the galley. The old school next day you're eating a box top. You're gonna top the sun at your eyes.
Those are open sweets in their pockets. While you're parking with them.
Yeah.
He's open the sweets in his pocket because he don't want you to check. You should how can I say sweets? That's my last one, Niggs. It's my last one.
Yo, that's funny. Don't colored prostitutes, you don't act. If I was a nerd, I was gonna be killing it in school.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I was but I wasn't winning. I was just there. I was just there to make up the numbers.
How's the matric results? And my matric results, like at the time, they didn't seem so funny.
I saw
now
them.
they're funny, bro. They're hilarious.
Matric results. You posted.
I saw you.
Oh yeah. Hey, there's ease there. There's 10th grade ease there.
No, the thing is, this whole school thing, it affects me so much that I watch. The grade 12 channel on TV. I watch it. geometry,
You
trigonometry.
got
I
it
watch,
now.
I watch it, and I'm like, then they're like x2 minus what. They got pi signs. They got what? They got all those things there. Then I'm like, bro, when I look at the thing, I'm like, this is easy. This is when the teacher's saying, the thing is, we learned the original spec because now they still got new. They added more steps.
We're at Bali Wilbur. What is his name? The
Will
Bali
Smith.
with the leathery face,
Will Smith.
with the overhead projector. Hey, you were sharp, but
Oh, Will, bruh. But
what's his name? Will Smith.
Yeah, name's Will Smith.
Only Wilbur, no. Oh.
Put in the Fresh Prince of Mathematics.
You know that audio, Andrew?
After his time.
Welcome back, Andrew.
Right.
So now when I'm watching
Yeah, y'all are tuning about matric. You're tuning about matric. I wasn't graphing, so I gave Spencer my CV, right? I tuned him here. Now you know Spencer's he scrutinizes everything. He said he checked my CV. Then when me and him meet an argument, he's tuning me. Yeah, at least me I never matriculated when I was 20. Hey, no, it's
what year you matriculated?
I was 20 years old. He's right. I started school. It was 2004.
Don't play, cuz.
Mm.
You know, main or the head prefect, they had to make you the head prefect. Did you notice the eldest child in the school? He has to be the head prefect. It's only right. For respect level. He's having his 21st next year. The least we could do is make him the head boy.
But how's that, man?
What's it like being 20 in matric? Because you're moving there as 13-year-olds. You have to be careful with yourself.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Me, I don't know. Like there was others that were like a year younger than me, but I was
19.
also my level of maturity. I was also on a level like the lights is. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it didn't affect me much.
Did you have like a beard and all already?
No, that's the thing. I never had a beard, bro.
You are not your matric certificates.
I wish you know.
That is.
I wish you know.
That is.
Hey,
dope.
I know I'm not my matric certificate, but
Hey,
my matric certificate.
I know I'm not mine. Mine is terrible.
But they said that time there, just for your name to be in the paper was a story big enough. We were man about the results, bro.
How nervous we were for that paper story because if I'm there with all the people from the school, wow, your name not here. No, just wow, you never make a. And they're shooting spies. His name not here.
I was screaming from the cab. I was screaming from the car. Is his name there?
Marcel, dude, you were part of the governing body.
Who was that there?
Oh, Marcel played, dude. You were part of the governing body, Andrew.
Except Marcel, bro.
They can't appoint a new teacher without consulting you in the school. You know, we just need to speak
check
to Andrew.
Marcel. That's how ours get short, yeah?
Let me ask you something, right? You know, when you see someone from school, you remember the dorm house, right? You know the dorm house. When you see an audit, you remember what the dorm house. Now he's graphing. He's went to varsity, he studied, whatever. He's done his thing. But when you see him in life, do you have there's a little bit of disrespect. Like when you see him, you're like, I know you're a domo. Do you have that there, or you just you take him on his new value, or you take him on his old value? You know that all that is to shoot
no,
himself.
like the old value will never change, bruh.
Hey, bro, it's eternal.
Yeah, you checking now, you, bro. No. You
that disrespect that you commanded at school, that disrespect you commanded at school, it follows you throughout your life.
Except there was a order at school that was so raw, bruh. It did things just deliberately to irritate the teachers. Oh, John Hammond, like Like my teacher never smacks you to slant a jersey when it's hot. They always slant a jersey. The all comes off the field, puts his jersey on, tunes. Take off your jersey, tunes. I'm feeling cold, but the man's perspiring. We're coming from playing ball. He's truly, I'm feeling cold. Just to make a red.
Now I'll ask a question now. You used to be fit and you used to have like a 6-pack and all that, right?
Yeah, bruh.
When you shop at sports, was there a sport you were shop at?
I was what at ball. I was what at
So
soccer.
at school, what did you play? Did you play the under 19s or it was like an open team?
I played
No.
from under 13, under 14, right through to under 19.
Even when you were 20.
Well, no. When I was getting closer to that time, I was playing in the open. You check.
But this opens at school.
Yeah, there's under 35s now. I'm only joking. Yes. No, but I told there was an under 20 in high school. There was an under 20. Except when I was schooling in Little Flower, bro, there was a lot of O's that were big O's in school. There was a lot.
Right. No,
Yeah, especially like in the hostels and all.
Let me tell you something. Like the way the schools were structured, especially coming out of the apartheid section, there was lots of O's who had never got the opportunity to buy, and they got late. When I was in Roseland in primary school, our head boy was Dan Smith. Dan was 21. He's at a 5 dog. The man 21. The man was an inspiration because he only started school when he was like, I think he was a teenager when he started.
But I can tell you something. It's not lucky to be old in the class, because then like something happens. It's a joke. Everybody's laughing. Now when you're laughing, the teacher's tuning you. You still got time to be laughing. You know you're not supposed to know better. Yeah. You should know.
Bro. You know what I used to do? In school they used to just say like the hockey team is going or the cricket team's going.
Yes, you should be at an example to these children. You're checking out, bro.
Uncle Pooz, there's someone you should know from Little Flower, Uncle Kuza.
Oh, Uncle Kuza. Big in the soccer. So that's how Prino's shoot. Put it back there, Rish. Yeah, your old day was big in the soccer. He was big in the soccer. All he's missing there is in the Little Flowers. Uncle Kuza was big in the soccer in the Little Flowers.
It's his uncle.
Charge. What kind of charge? How you charge? How's the bikes?
Yeah.
Still with the bikes.
Yo, that's so did matric through night school.
I did matric through. And my 60-year-old uncle was in my class. Hey, Laka. That's a lucky experience.
Don't be like that.
Hey, uncle.
Now you're happy that your uncle is your classmate.
Hey, uncle, tell you do your homework. You can't do nothing. Do just my homework, yeah? What do you do? Just do my homework quickly. Just do my homework, come on. Just do it quickly. I'll tell you about that.
Your uncle is scared to shout at you because he needed to copy from you.
While you're in the class, your uncle says to you, just go make me tea quickly. Make me a cup of tea. Some tea.
Underline the answer with 2 lines. Yeah, but why? I'm 60. Yeah, but you need 2 lines for the answer. You have 2 lines. If you never put 2 lines, that's not the answer. You must underline 2 lines. Like those 2. You promised for the empty wedding. Someone didn't rock up for the gig now. What happened?
I think it was me this year.
Definitely.
To be the MC. I did, didn't I?
Next year, it's not the time for the. Next year, it's not the time to pick out
Judge. Don't be judged. Don't judge us. Yeah. It's not the time for judgments.
When they say to If the hockey team is going, the soccer team is going to play in the NUMS or the we even had in Newlands in Hillview, we even had environmental team. The environmental team's going to clean up the grounds or something.
Short.
So what I do is every time they say, "Hey, listen, they're going," I just used to get up. When they come to the class, you know, they hit the 2 bells. When they come to the class and they say, "Hey, anyone in the soccer team?" Going, I say, "Yeah." Hey, grab my bags, I should bounce. Then when you get to the bottom, I should just walk straight out. I should go home. I should always duck. That was my vibe.
You're just not going home. What was home better than school?
Almost always better
I
than
always,
school.
I always wanted the children like always go home. Like, hey, what's happening at the house?
Bang
Like
a
there's
posy.
children, there's girls here at school, there's friends here at school. What's so like at the posy?
As the time I wanted to teach
No, Vine Posy at that time was the best because there was no one at home. The people were at craft and all the check.
that was my
No matter
first.
what, to watch Desmond Dube.
Going from the beginning of
I
this
watched Desmond to be
Lloyd's
freezing you, but are you a freak? What you tuning, Rich?
Actually, no, I'm saying, like I invited my brother Lloyd's posy because he was a bad influence in my life. So I invited to his posy. Yeah, the only never get buckled or Carvin. Now Carvin never rock.
I was only love there. We were in love.
So I used to kick it, right? So the one day, they call a cricket team. They say, "Hey, the cricket team we're going to play Sydney, etc." Hey, I said, grab my bags, I got up a bite. Bro, when I got to the bottom. So the trick is you gotta hang around with the team for a little bit when you all get there. And then I used to slide, you know what I mean? So I used to hit the cap. As soon as I see the cap and the teacher's coming, whatever, I slide, like, going to the toilet. I say, over the fence, I'm gone. Brother, one day I had to go play cricket. I had to go play cricket. I never have shorts. I never have cricket shoes. I had to get it in my normal school uniform, bro. And then we went to play cricket. I took 2 wickets. I took 2 wickets bowling, bro. I bowled 2 wickets. Then Monday we went to school.
Yes. Holy thing, yeah. You're training every day, yeah.
And they called me. And so I in the assembly to travel like hit 2 wickets. My first time hitting 2 wickets. Because obviously keep the thing. I'm gonna say thank you, sir. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, but I was trying to duck school. But now I'm here eating. I'm eating googlies. What does this school?
Yeah. I'm trying to get it in the camera.
So you need to lock up school, like say. Little flower.
What kind of Howard? How you Howard?
You know
Howard
how
used to live there. Yeah, I always live up the road from me there in Haddock.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
The men show anything a bruise, eh?
They're not bruised. Yeah.
No. See, you were confused for a second.
No, I know they're not bruised.
Except chance I'm out, bro. I'll check your left.
Yeah, we're gonna buy now. I know you only got actually the people wanted to send you dates. You want a kick? Put your number in
you
the
can
comments.
send it, but I'm 100, but you can send it. But don't you leave them that you're sending it, just send it.
But just put your
quietly.
Enough people they offer you a gig.
Send it quietly. Send it as an SMS.
Put your number there, then
my number, yeah.
Don't make it a status now. I sent Andrew Hughes airtime.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just sent Andrew Hughes airtime. People are saying, serious friend? Serious friend? Yeah, hey, things is bad. I just say Andrew Hughes airtime.
I still got the slip. There's a chair.
See? That's his number. Found it and see?
Andrew, say good night, bro. Say good night.
Oh, wait.
I shot people. Compliments of the evening. Thank you.
Saturday.
Right,
he's gone. He's lost 1 gig, 1 megabyte. Oh, you pay. Buy tickets for Saturday. Cobbs, in closing, what do you have to say, bro?
Away, see you people Saturday. It's gonna be fun. For those of you who can make it, for those of you overseas, we'll try to get it to you in some way. Those of you in Johannesburg, you can watch it.
It's gonna be fun.
Really cool.
I'm gonna babysitter for myself when I get home.
Bring the license. Just bring the license there.
Huh?
Just bring the license.
Yeah, bring them. Bring your children.
I'll bring mine. Yeah, just bring your children. You can play in the back here. Play in the back here. Play in the back here. You're making noise in the back here.
There's a crash on site, so you can bring us
Bring your
lights.
license to Andrew.
So thanks everybody
Yeah, I'll
for
bring
tuning in.
them.
I'll be back next week Thursday. I'll probably be in the same space. Thank you for Carvin. Thank you, Andrew. Again,
Shut,
I know you
bro.
guys. Thanks for
Thank you,
always.
members.
I'll
Bless
see you
you.
guys next week. I'm Richelieu. You're all amazing. Peace and away.
Blessings.
Aware.
Thanks for the
Shut.
data, the Wi-Fi. Andrew, you can come here for Wi-Fi next.
I like